Take a look at the last 5 NBA champions. Notice something? Every starting lineup has at least one 3-and-D player. Now look at the Raptors starting lineup. See the problem? What if I told you the solution to the problem was already on the roster? And even better, he's just 20 years old. Jacobe Walter is a very interesting player to me. I had him top 10 in the 2024 draft, mainly because apart from Steph Castle, he was the most projectable two-way guard in the draft. With the right combination of height and length, akin to guards like Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, I saw Jacobe as a high upside, moderate floor prospect, who at worst could be a solid two-way bench guard. Now with his rookie season in the books, I'm more convinced than ever that the Raptors snagged one of the best guard prospects in the draft. Players like Bub Carrington and Jared McCain likely have a higher offensive ceiling than Jacobe, but neither satisfy what I would consider an essential skill set to start for a finals team. Jacobe, on the other hand, does, and because of that, I think he can be the Raptors' secret weapon this year. Today's video, we'll go over his offense, defense, and overall impact on winning. Jacobe's standout ability on offense is his shooting, which the Raptors desperately need more of. In his rookie season, he shot 35% from 3 and 37% on catch-and-shoot threes, which is good for a rookie guard, but when you take into account that he began the season rehabbing a shoulder injury, which is the likely cause of him shooting just 16% from 3 in his first 6 career games. Filtering those out, we see his percentage rise to 38% from 3, which would make him the third best shooter on the team. Post All-Star break, Jacobe shot 42% from 3 on 4 attempts, and a ridiculous 48% on catch-and-shoot threes. If this shooting is in any way real, the Raptors have a legitimate sniper who is easily one of the 3 best shooters from his draft class. Jacobe wasn't just getting it done from beyond the arc, he also shot 47% on mid-range pull-ups and 38% on all jumpers. I know I'm throwing a lot of numbers out right now, but the key one to focus on is the catch-and-shoot 3, as that would be his most likely shot died in the starting lineup. The main issue I see with the Raps' current starting lineup is the 4 on-ball players who need the ball to get their offense off. Inserting Jacobe, who can be a legitimate off-ball shooting threat, might solve that issue. Self-creation-wise, he can create for himself, though his handle can be loose and he's not super bursty to turn the corner on defenders. But he is fearless on drives and good at initiating contact. He is just 20 years old, so I expect his handle to improve, and along with that his frequency of attacking closeouts to increase. He's looked good as a ball handler in the pick and roll, and has shown some playmaking flashes, though that won't be his primary usage. For now, he is best served as an off-ball threat, eating off the gravity of Scottie and B.I. His post-All-Star break numbers are very encouraging, as he was 5th in scoring on the team at 10.8 points per game, and as previously mentioned, shot 42% from 3 and a team-best 94% from the free throw line. Furthermore, Jacobe's stats when sharing the floor with starters tick up to 12.4 points per game on 40% from 3. He's a smart mover who is great at making himself available as a bailout option for drivers and is a quick decision maker with the ball, making him a perfect fit for Coach Darko's pass-heavy offense. In terms of areas for improvement, he wasn't great at finishing at the basket, shooting just 42% in the restricted area and 47% in the paint, so adding some strength should definitely help with that. He did, though, have some crazy tough finishes through contact on drives, so there were some positive signs of potential improvement. At the other end of the floor, Jacobe's 6'5" frame and 6'10" wingspan gives him great positional size, which allows him to be disruptive in passing lanes and versatile on switches. He really locks in defensively and is good at taking bumps without fouling, which is key to what I expect the Raptors' defensive identity to be this season. As we saw in Summer League, they're definitely leaning into a more physical defense, and Jacobe's on-ball intensity bolsters that. Baylor is known for producing two-way guards like VJ Edgecombe and Davion Mitchell, and Jacobe is no exception. He has a nose for the ball and frequently lays out to recover 50-50 balls, as well as fighting for rebounds on both ends of the floor. All in all, he plays with an edge that is rare for a 20-year-old and could provide a defensive intensity that the Raptors starting backcourt is missing. Even if he just comes off the bench this season, he will be part of a hyper-aggressive bench unit surrounded by other dog defenders like Jamal Shead and Colin Murray-Boyles. For areas of improvement, he did have moments of struggling to keep the ball in front of him against quicker matchups and has a tendency to open his hips a bit too much, allowing him to get blown by in some ISO situations. His point of attack defense is certainly not lockdown level at this point, and adding strength to his base should help him improve in that area. The other thing he should watch out for is his tendency to gamble on steals, something we saw in Summer League. While that can be a great way to keep opponents on their toes, it does have a chance to hang your fellow defenders out to dry and can result in an easy bucket. Finally, I want to touch on his overall impact and some promising metrics that indicate his future as a positive player. In his rookie season, he was a plus 0.7 in points differential per 100 possessions, which puts him in the 54th percentile, which is honestly pretty good for a rookie, especially a rookie guard. Contrast that with last year's Rookie of the Year Stephon Castle, who was a minus 4.8 in differential and just 28th percentile. Jacobe played his most minutes with a lineup of Ochai, RJ, Scotty, and Yak, and that lineup was a plus 19.8 point differential, which was the Raptors' second best lineup. Another promising stat that suggests Jacobe would thrive in the starting lineup is his plus 7.1 differential in lineups where both he and starting point guard Emmanuel Quickley share the floor together. Contrast that to the minus 11 that IQ and current starting shooting guard RJ Barrett posted together last season. Swapping Jacobe and RJ has the added benefit of adding some much needed shot creation to the bench unit while allowing RJ to play more on ball. It shouldn't be looked at as a demotion for RJ, as it would likely allow him more touches and let him play more like himself rather than squeeze into an off-ball role that he doesn't fit. The trick will be the synergy between RJ and Grady Dick, as they haven't fared so well defensively in their minutes together. It will be interesting to see if rookie Colin Murray Boyles and sophomore Jonathan Mobo can compensate enough for a slightly weakened bench defense. According to Raptors GM Bobby Webster, they projected Jacobe as a top 5 pick, and after closely following his development his rookie season, I can totally see why. League-wide, he's pretty slept on as he didn't earn all rookie honors last season and generally doesn't get mentioned as a standout player from his draft class just yet. His combination of positional size, off-ball shooting, and intense defense projects him to be the ideal 3-and-D guard, which, as I mentioned at the start of the video, is a key ingredient in every modern contending team. Jacobe Walter enters his sophomore season at just 20 years old with the confidence of his coach and front office. If given the chance, I believe he can solve many of the Raptors' lineup issues and be a main component of their pushback to the playoffs. If you aren't in on Jacobe yet, I suggest you buy stock now, because Toronto's secret weapon won't be secret for much longer.
Walter puts it up and in! Jacobe Walter, the rookie from Baylor, delivers a three.